Hello, people. Welcome to episode 14 of the podcast, where I'm actually not by myself this time.
Yay.
Yeah, do you remember what you were doing that last time, which was, I think 2 weeks ago?
Let me think. 2 weeks ago, what was I doing? Um, let me,
Oh, wait, 3 weeks ago.
3 weeks ago.
Right, because we were supposed to do it last week, and then I had a power outage. I forgot. Yeah, so that was fun. Yeah, I forgot we were supposed to do it, last week. Until just now, obviously.
I do not remember what I was doing
Yeah, because I
3
think,
weeks ago.
actually specifically on that one too, I remember you like seeing what my Discord notification was, so like you were on and then you got off with like 5 minutes like before it was supposed to happen.
Mm.
I was like, that's weird. But
I don't know. I don't remember what I was doing.
it was a while ago. And sick silence, dude.
Yeah,
My mind is blank.
me too. I think, I don't know. I was gonna say something, but I don't think I'm going to.
I guess I should talk more about the power outage since I didn't talk about it at all. So last Wednesday, I think it was around 7:30. My power went out, which we thought it was like a branch like that was on the power line, but apparently it's still on there. So I don't know. I guess it was just an outage. But
Yeah, there
it
was a
was
lot of there was a lot of them.
it was like that until 1:30 in the morning. I was thinking about going to bed at 9:30 that night, but I decided to wait it out until 11 because that's when it's the expected time for it to be back on. And I wish I went to bed at 9:30. Although also annoying thing about my fan is that for some reason only with like power outages, if it like turns back on after like the power is out, it just makes a super loud beeping noise. Like it makes the beep noise. I think that it's the same noise that it does if like I hit like a button on it or something like that. But when you plug it in, it doesn't make that noise at all. So it's weird that it does it like when the freaking power comes back on.
It's probably because it's already like on the on position while it's no, that doesn't make sense. Never mind. I don't know.
Yeah, so I got. Well, I think I was like partly still awake, but yeah, that definitely woke me up. So that was nice. And also my light being on because all of our lights obviously were on since it was 7:30. Yeah, I think we all thought it was gonna only last until like 9. It lasted for what, like 6 hours. That was great. So yeah, obviously I couldn't stream that day.
You should have found a way.
I mean, I think I could have. I can't remember if we had internet or not. I don't
Power
remember.
is out.
Yeah, actually, no, we wouldn't have because our router, it would have been off.
Yeah, what do you
Yeah.
sometimes do you think
Okay, I got to it.
PlayStation Indie sale. I'm sure this is gonna be good.
Oh yeah, for some reason my PlayStation just doesn't connect to this new internet connection, so I'm just always offline on my PlayStation.
Hmm.
Because it says like a DNS server is not active or whatever. And it's like tells me to go to all these things and I don't even know where they are. Just like great. Can't really fix it then.
This, oh yeah, an indie game sale where this game isn't even on sale. It's on the listing for the sale, but it's the same price it always is.
Makes sense to me.
A lot of these are. Only a few of these are actually on sale.
That's crazy. I should see if Steam has a sale going on. They don't. Yeah, it's just all regular old prices. Actually, never mind. F1 Manager is 10% off.
Wow.
And Cultist Simulator is 66% off.
Oh, gotta love Cult Simulator.
Yeah, I don't know what that is. It looks like a card game.
Still so confused on why none of these are on. A couple of them. Oh yeah, Construction Simulator 3 Console Edition is on sale. I'm happy about that.
Oh yeah, also I got Ark because it was free on one of the months and I haven't even played it at all.
Yeah, I have it on because of Game Pass, but I've never played it. I wonder if this sale is just so new that it's not showing the sale thing. But it's weird how it shows it on some of them, so I think it's just not a sale. And it's just like it's lying. It says like save up to 75% off, and then like there's like 4 games that are actually on sale, and the rest of them are just on the list.
Yeah, that makes sense to me.
Mhm. This is an interesting conversation. I'm tired.
Yeah, it's so interesting that you're yawning.
Mhm.
So you gotta love that.
Yep.
I'll be honest, I feel like I wouldn't be a political person if it weren't for the extreme Republicans.
I don't know. I don't know.
Or at least definitely not as big.
Yeah.
Because I just see some like Twitter like trending stuff and I'm like, oh boy.
Twitter isn't cool.
Like
It's
44% of Republicans think that mass shootings are just a side effect of freaking like zoning guns. Like that's cool.
There's no way we can prevent this.
Yeah, nope. I did see though that Matthew McConaughey had something about gun control for the White House.
It's not like we're the only country where this happens regularly.
Yeah. Like honestly,
We can never prevent it.
if you just look at gun deaths, like compared to like every other country, like how would I say though, like gun deaths.
No, I don't even think it's gun deaths in general. I think we have a high of that too. It's just we have a whole lot of mass shootings. Like gun deaths includes just like a robbery, but like the mass shooting numbers is crazy.
Canada 767 per year.
Gun deaths?
Yeah.
How many does the US have?
40,175.
Mm-hmm.
Also, like, most of these countries apparently don't even provide, like, statistics, I guess. Because, like, China doesn't have any, or Russia.
Brazil is the highest, but I want to know like per capita.
Yeah.
Capita.
Also, you gotta love that Trump just blamed video games, even though it's really a small amount.
Per capita.
Mass shootings. Let's do by country. Apparently Norway has a lot of mass shootings.
Norway.
Also, Britain is light blue, and I don't know what that means. Because it doesn't have it listed anywhere on the key here. But, like, there's a reason why, with us being the oldest constitution, like, we have problems. Because we're the freaking oldest constitution, so several of these things are outdated.
Yeah. Well, the thing is like the Constitution was made to be changed over time, but in the current modern day, it is literally almost impossible to add an amendment to the Constitution.
Yeah.
Like, it's not gonna happen.
Something that I found interesting, though, is when I go to school shootings. So second place is Mexico of 8. You want to guess how much the US has had?
Oh, it's crazy, like in the hundreds.
288.
Yeah.
It has 280 more than the second place.
Mm-hmm.
And that's from January of 2009 to May of 2018.
I think it's something crazy, like we have, or this year, I think we've had more. I don't know if this is true, but this might be not a true statistic, but there's something like this year or like this month or something. There's been more mass shootings than days in the month or something like that.
Well, I
I don't know if
see here
that's
that one thing here says a 27th school shooting on May 24th. Yeah, now, how does this, like, gun stores work? Do they just, like, have to show, like, ID and all that, or?
it depends on the state. Like you can just walk in, I think, in some states and just it's basically good to just show an ID and you're done. Some states you can't do that. Like
From
Texas, it's really easy.
1983 to 2013, Germany in second with 7 mass shootings. United States, 78.
There's like it's a little insane. Like
We have
it's a little crazy.
double the next country in civilian firearms per 100 residents.
Yeah, it's insane because it's so normal that we don't even care that much anymore. Like it's like it doesn't shock us, you know.
It's just stupid though, cause like it does way more harm than it does good.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like the only reason that law got passed at the time was that the Americans living there, they wanted to protect themselves from Native Americans and the British possibly. So that's
And
why they
also
kept guns, and that was it.
the thing is it literally says regulated in the Second Amendment.
Oh, there've been over
No.
250 mass shootings so far in 2022.
And we're not that far into the year. Like we're like what, almost halfway through? Not even almost halfway through.
God dang, dude. Freaking New Year's Day though had 7, and June 4th, I think that is, had 7 as well. As well as May 29th and April 17th. In June so far, with it being 8 days, there's only been 2 days with no mass shootings. In May it was 5, April was 9, January is 13, February is 8, and March was 10.
The weird thing is like right now there's even more than that's normal for America, you know.
Yeah, that's not even the record for first violence year, like, of the year either, because 2021 had more. But like, I feel like I shouldn't have to worry about someone coming in with a gun, like breaking into my house. It's like, God
Like at
dang.
school.
Well, yeah, also, we're probably the only country also that has to practice lockdown stuff, don't we?
Pretty much, I would assume.
Well, actually, yeah, it makes sense because Mexico had like the most in a decade span with like 7, and then the US had, or no, they had 8, and then the US had 288. So, like, there's no point for the other ones really to do it because they don't happen often.
Yeah, we literally have the freaking things, the boot thing next to our doors to be able to like barricade them.
Like, there's a reason why I want to run for president because this country is
You wouldn't even be able to do anything. Like nothing
killing us.
changes.
Yeah, because you need to run. I feel like the only way to fix is if you run as a third party and actually win, which is not gonna happen. You'd basically need an already established person. Like, the reason why there's only been one case where a third party candidate has beaten either Republican or Democratic, and that was Theodore Roosevelt. Which obviously, when he's going for a third term, like, it makes sense. And he also only ran a third party because Taft won the Republican nominee. By mostly the South voting Taft in as the Republican nominee. So it is kind of crazy because Theodore actually probably would have been the one that ran for 3 or 4 terms instead of FDR, because they probably would have already made that amendment. Like, I just hate the whole, like, oh, you can own guns, because it's like, what good does that do?
There's like, I understand for like hunting rifles.
Yeah.
Like that makes sense.
Yeah, I would think
Because we have a lot of wilderness in America, but
yeah, how I would handle it probably is be like, I'd outlaw guns, except if you won't have like a hunting license, maybe, or something like that.
or just like in general, like a hunting rifle, like I think there's ways to go around it where you can appease people by allowing some things, but nothing that's going to be able to kill a lot of people at once, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Because that's just not good.
Like, it is a problem that needs to be dealt with.
Hmm. But the reason it doesn't is because the NRA gives a whole lot of money to people in Congress as donations or whatever, like lobbying. So they don't change it. It's almost like money in politics is a bad thing.
Yeah. Remember the whole court case that Bernie wanted to turn over? Like, he wanted to get rid of?
Hmm.
It was FEC versus Citizens United, is that what it was?
Maybe. I don't
I'm pretty
know.
sure that's what it was. Yeah, that basically just like, yeah, you can throw money at presidential elections. Because why not, you know? What could possibly go wrong if you do that?
Hmm.
It's freaking great. Also, the people who are like, man, I miss Trump. And it's like, did you see all the stuff he did during his presidency? Because I don't think you did. And also, he's the only president to be impeached twice. Like,
Yeah.
even if he even has a chance to be reelected, like, that's insane to me. Like, he's been impeached twice.
Well, apparently he's having trouble even winning like the whatever it's called. I don't remember.
Primaries.
Maybe.
Like, yeah, I doubt the Republican Party would be like, oh yeah, let's have this guy who was impeached twice. Like, they're gonna want to fix their brand, probably. And be like, yeah, let's go with someone who isn't the only president who have been impeached twice. What are the only presidents who be impeached? I know Andrew Johnson is one.
I think wasn't it Nixon? No, he was going
Maybe.
to be impeached.
Oh no, it was Bill Clinton. Right.
Yeah. Because wasn't Nixon like going to be impeached, but then he like left office? Am I thinking of a different one?
I don't know.
Yeah, he resigned
Yeah.
due to the Watergate thing.
Oh god.
I don't even know
Oh yeah, Richard
what was
Nixon faced formal impeachment in the House of Representatives.
Watergate like what happened?
What do you mean, what happened?
Like what was it? Like I've always heard about it, but I don't even know what it is.
Watergate?
Yeah.
Uh, he wanted to, like, I think make the Democrats look bad. So they were just like digging
Oh.
through a bunch of stuff. It's basically what Trump was trying to do with Ukraine. To throw stuff on Biden.
Mm.
Which I think actually was one of the things he got impeached for. He was impeached for that and then something else. And then also, he got impeached for the people storming the Capitol building.
Mm-hmm.
Remember when you got in trouble for, I think we've said it before, but you got in trouble for putting never should have been elected or whatever?
Yeah, but the other guy didn't get freaking in trouble for putting
Should have been
been
assassinated.
assassinated. You know that, and he also wrote "got domed." He put a category for JFK and said "got domed." But no, I got in trouble for saying never should have been elected. Like what? He was like, "Hey, these people work hard on their campaigns. I'm like, how does that
I think Trump
change?
ran as a joke.
I think he did. I'm pretty sure he did. I've heard that before, but like I don't know.
Well, he did say in like 2000 he wanted his if he ran his vice president to be Oprah.
Yeah.
Like the thing is for like a third party to win is like you need just to be like a super big name and then also just throw up a bunch of advertisements as well as be like, oh well, here's why like America's sucking from this, and then here's what I would do to fix it. Because that's what Ross Perot did. He had like these 60-minute infomercials or whatever.
Mm.
And like how the country's economics were sucking. Well, the thing is also you need to fix how we vote because it's not great. You just choose one person, that's it.
Yeah, it should be like a tiered system. Like if this person doesn't win, put my vote to this person. You know,
Yeah,
that makes
that's
sense.
a name. I forget what the name of it's called. Actually, I'm just gonna look up voting types and just um. Is it runoff?
Is it?
Might be runoff.
No, the runoff is when like um two candidates from the first
Oh, it
round
might be
continue to the
ranked
second
voting
round.
also, like ranked
Yeah,
voting.
I think it's ranked.
I think there's well no, yeah, because I think ranked voting works as like a runoff voting. Because the way it works is that it counts all the first place votes, and then whoever has the lowest is eliminated, and then it counts the second place votes, and then whoever has the lowest is eliminated, and then third
Yeah,
place.
yeah. Ranked voting is like you have like your options. Like you have like your number one, your number two, and like your number three and stuff like that.
What do you mean Antarctica has no direct election? Are we sure about that?
What are the Penguins doing?
Yeah, also there's a section for no information, but we just know that there's no direct election in Antarctica. Are we sure about that? I don't know if we're 100% sure about that.
Man, I bet those polar bears have some opinions.
Yeah.
I think their opinion is that we should stop melting their home.
Yeah, probably. Biden's trying with that. A little bit.
Not enough.
But yeah, we just need to just throw a bunch of money at researching greener energy.
No, is a lot of people say the technology isn't there right now to switch to 100% green energy. It kind of just is. Not easily, but like it's possible. I think it's um let me look this up.
Be going on to interwebs a lot.
50% of Denmark's electricity is green. Oh no. In 2020, 80% of electricity coming out of electricity sockets in Denmark were from renewable sources.
Well, I think they're also from Russia, and they're not getting it from Russia.
Yeah.
Because of Ukraine. I feel like that's kind of stalemated though, hasn't it?
Mm.
I have no idea what's been going on. Which is probably not a great thing since I literally did a project on it, but
Yeah. Yeah, my project was like everything with this situation sucks and it's never gonna end, and the teacher was just like, yeah, it's about right. Oh man, a Middle Eastern country that is aligned with NATO, we're gonna ignore all their war crimes. It's basically how it's going. Not really war crimes because it's not a war, but human rights violations.
yeah,
Talking
also
about
North
Israel.
Korea's probably doing that, but North Korea has nukes, so we can't do anything about that.
Yeah.
Like, I think the only way that North Korea solves itself is if they have like a leader like Gorbachev with the Soviet Union. Although the thing with the Soviet Union is that Gorbachev, I think, only made those things because they were already fallen economically. They're already failing.
Mm. You just think about how differently everything in the world would have played out if Lenin didn't die.
Yeah.
It would have played out differently a lot, I think. I don't know. I'm not gonna say it
Did
would
Lion
be
just die from
necessarily.
like a disease?
I don't know.
Because, yeah, he kind of just died all of a sudden. Like, he was there for 4 years and then he just died. He died of a brain hemorrhage.
Stroke. Oh,
Brain
it says
hemorrhage.
stroke. Is a brain hemorrhage? Oh, he had a bunch of strokes.
Well, the History Channel says brain hemorrhage.
His death has been variously attributed to cerebral hemorrhage, stroke, syphilis, exhaustion, or cerebral artery sclerosis.
Ah, got it. Yeah, it's neat.
Mm-hmm.
You know, find it kind of funny because it was like, man, we could have just talked about how like these first few days of summer vacation been going, but yeah, no, straight to politics. Why not?
Mm-hmm. We could talk about that. Some old lady paid me $100 to move to move dirt in her yard.
I think she just doesn't have a whole lot of expenses then, I guess.
Yeah. Um, she wasn't that old. She was like 50.
Hmm, that's crazy. Shoot. There we go. I kept trying to control W and it just would not do it. Yeah, it still hasn't felt to me like this is summer vacation, but yeah, it is.
I've been playing a lot of Assassin's Creed Origins because it got a 60 FPS update on next gen consoles and then it was added to Game Pass. So I've been playing it on my Xbox at a smooth 60 frames. So that's pretty cool.
Yeah, that's neat. Have you tried to convince your mom anymore about that laptop?
I'm just gonna save up to get it myself.
Oh yeah, you already have $100.
150.
You're getting there.
Yep.
think in my wallet I have like over 100. I just don't use it because I mostly forget about it. I'm like, man, I'm just gonna wait until I get like a Steam gift card or something, but I just realized I have the money. So I don't know why I just don't do it. I'm also just kind of Because I feel like I play a game for a little bit and I'm just like, I just want to feel like I want to play something else and then just forget about it. So, yeah, because
I don't
what were you saying?
I don't play very many games anymore.
Yeah. I'm one of those people who like when they play games, they can play the same one for like 2 or 3 straight days or something like that, and then they just stop playing it for a little bit, and then just play it again for like remember about it, and there's like, yeah, I want to play that again, and I'll play it for like 2 or 3 days straight again.
Yeah, I do that sometimes. I've done that a lot with Risk of Rain 2.
Hey, dude, remember when I asked you if like you wanted to come over for like us playing through Disney Infinity,
Yeah.
like and streaming through it?
Mm-hmm.
How do you? Because I still want those to be like the days where like uh I play through games, so like Sundays. So, do you show up every
I
Sunday or probably not?
I don't know. You live pretty near. I could maybe. I might maybe not every weekend.
Yeah.
Because I think I have to go to my grandma's house one of these weekends. And then another weekend I'm supposed to
I mean, if
have
it's
my
like next
sisters
Sunday,
over.
that's fine. Because I am still streaming a game that'll last for, I think, just this next day. Because it's real short in the game.
What game?
Sonic Colors.
Sonic Colors. Wasn't that the bad one?
No, that's Black Knight or Secret Rings. Or O6.
What is 06? Was
The
it
really
just
glitchy
called
one that people consider one of the worst games of all time.
was it just called Sonic 06?
It's called Sonic the Hedgehog, but it came out in 2006, so people call it Sonic O6.
Wasn't Sonic Forces also really bad?
Oh yeah.
Sonic is not just not doesn't do good apparently.
Well,
There's
everybody
that
liked Sonic Mania.
there's
I
that,
th-
there's that new one coming out.
well, I think
That's
people were
open world
like
for no
mixed.
reason.
People are mixed on Colors and Unleashed. Like those are like the only
Mm.
ones that I think people consider like, oh yeah, they're good, like decent.
Yeah, I think I don't I don't know much about Sonic. I haven't played very many Sonic games, but
I think my brother was a huge Sonic fan when he was younger, so that's why we have like all these Sonic games.
but I will say Sonic open world kind of seems stupid because I don't like open world games particularly. Like they just
Oh yeah, Sonic Boom was
ever
also terrible.
mm,
Not the cartoon,
I
but well, I guess the game that it was based off of. Sonic Boom: Rise of Lyric. Shoot, I was gonna say something else and I forgot what was that. Dang it. Oh yeah, also in Sonic Colors, I didn't know how one of the abilities worked, and I was freaking out about it for I think like 20 minutes. So that sucked. Because I was just sitting there not knowing how freaking hover works. I thought you had to keep tapping the button to hover, but you just had to hold it. You had to hold the button and then you'd go up. It took me like 20 minutes to figure out. I literally got through a level without even knowing that, and that was based around the power up. Like, I have no idea how I did that.
I don't know.
I think it's just because my mashing is that terrible that like I was. It took like long enough between button presses that I was just like, yeah, you're just actually going higher. Because I'm terrible at mashing. I remember when I played like I think the first Mario Party the first time, I got the piranha plant one where you're like on 1v3 or a piranha plant chases the person on the skateboard. And I didn't even. I think it took the 3 people 1 ground pound and they caught up to me. Like I'm that terrible at mashing.
That's crazy that you're so bad. Get better.
Yeah, I don't know how to though. Like I think,
Just click faster.
well, like how? Like, is there a way I can
Do
like
it.
improve like my
Dude, I
muscle or
don't
something?
know. Just
Like,
click faster.
I feel like that's one of those things you're just naturally good at. And there's not a whole lot you can do to improve it. You know what, I'm just gonna look up how to improve a button mash. Button. I get better at button mash. I love a bunch of methods to try and do it. Actually, I'm pretty good at mashing with like all buttons. It's just single button mash. Like even on alternating, I can do pretty well. But if it's just like a single button one, I can't do it. I just freaking. I don't know. I guess my muscles just weren't prepared for it or something.
Yeah, you don't have good thumb muscles or something.
Yeah. I do remember though, I think it was like 2 or 3 days ago, I was like, yeah, I want to work out, and I've not done that at all.
Yeah,
I've just
you.
kind of been sitting here. I mean, the thing with working out though is that like you can just do like push-ups basically anywhere or something like that, like sit-ups.
Yeah.
Like, you can just basically get into shape anywhere. And if I actually knew the stretches that for like yoga or whatnot to make myself more flexible, I would do those every day. It's
Google
just,
exists.
yeah, I know. It's just I don't want to look at like a 30-minute video when I can just do like maybe like 5 stretches. That'd take like a minute, and then I can just move on with my day. Gotta go with that. Because remember that yoga we did? It was like one of the last days of gym we did. We did yoga. Like that actually hurt, which I'm pretty sure is a sign that it was actually helping me be more flexible. Like honestly, if we did that the whole gym class, I wouldn't have mind. Because then I could have also probably memorized them and then be like, oh yeah, I can just do these like once a day. After that. Yeah,
That's a good conversation.
yeah. I really screwed up though with not telling people at school that I streamed. I still have a lot of time though, like before I'm on my own, but I kind of screwed up in that regard now, didn't I?
Yeah.
I was like, I'm just gonna wait for a good time to mention it, and then there was a good time, but then my brain wasn't thinking about it, and I was like, well, dang it. Like I thought about it afterwards, so I was like, well, that sucks. Also, you lied when you said your Insta stories get like 4 views. I saw one that had 24 likes.
Of what?
It was one of the Weezer ones.
Oh, that's not a story. That's a post because the story it's only up for 24 hours, and you can get 20, 24 views, and like or not 24 views. It's only up for 24 hours, and so people don't see it. That's over like months of people seeing it.
Ah, I clearly don't know anything.
Because that
Because
was December.
I'm just on Twitter watching freaking angry Trump supporters be mad at Joe Biden. And then it hurts me every time.
Mm.
Yeah, I learned that I can't really edit on my computer either, because for some reason when like I try to export whatever I edited to YouTube, my computer just shuts off.
That's amazing.
Like, so I think I actually need someone else just at least to get a computer, so then I can just like share with them, and then they can export it, and then I can just get it back and then upload it. Because yeah, on one of the streams I was like, I had a problem with my frames dropping, so I was like, okay, I'm gonna lower the frames, which I have to stop streaming to lower, which it also didn't fix it at all, and possibly made it worse. But I tried to combine those back again, and my computer just shut off. Both times I tried to do it, like just completely off. So I don't know what that was about. Cause it's weird, cause I don't think it's ever done that before, where it just shuts off.
I don't know. Maybe you need to troubleshoot your computer.
I don't know. I'd also like to have like a editor, like a thumbnail editor, but like a thumbnail designer, but I feel like I'm asking for too much. Especially since I don't have a job. So I'm just sitting here with no money. No money, no problems.
No money means a lot of problems.
Yeah. I was gonna ask someone who was at our school, because they had a YouTube channel that they've stopped doing stuff, but they at least tried on their thumbnail, so I was like, hey, could you just make like, I was gonna ask them if they could make my thumbnails, because it seemed like what they did was honestly either take something from the internet or just spent like 5 minutes in like a photo editing thing. I was like, yeah, okay. As long as I have mediocre thumbnails, that's better than just having no thumbnail. So that's fine. Also,
Honestly, if it's gonna take 5 minutes, why don't you do it yourself?
I'm too lazy. And also, I'm just not interested in that. I don't like doing it. Same thing with editing. Although I think
Not
I
gonna lie, I'm
shot
not gonna
myself in the foot.
consistently do it, even if I have a computer. You know that, right?
What?
I'm not gonna consistently do it for you if I even have a computer.
I mean, I'm not asking you. I'm just saying, like,
I
I,
know.
because I know you wouldn't. Because you're also like your schedule is all like inconsistent too. Like you're out doing stuff a bunch. But also, I feel like sometimes you just wouldn't want to do it.
Yeah, maybe.
But like, I was thinking that I just really screwed up on not telling people at school that I streamed. That was a mistake. And also, really having no way of contacting them. That was also poor, like, judgment. Or, like, poor planning, I guess. I don't know. Because the thing I feel like I'm in like the most difficult part of streaming, where there's like nobody who constantly comes back that like chats. Like there could be people who just watches me without chatting, but they don't like consistently come back. So like it would have worked out especially in the summer because if they were completely bored and had nothing else to do, they could just watch me, and then they'd probably engage with it, and then that'd bring other people in because I'd also probably have a lot of views and be like the top viewed one. Then like they could see me and then get more people in, and then it would just kept going. But I'm gonna have to wait 3 months now for that to happen. Dang it. Yeah, that was unfortunate. I mean, also, if like I wasn't comfortable doing it, I probably should have just been like, "Hey, you should tell people," instead of just being like, "Oh yeah, I should be the one doing that."
I'm not.
If like,
Dude,
even
what
if I'm
makes
not
you think I'm
comfortable,
gonna tell people that?
I don't know.
I don't like telling people anything.
It hurts my soul.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I think I was more thinking of like it was just gonna be a chain reaction type thing, but
Yeah.
because like if you told someone, they could tell someone else, and then that just keep going on. Or if you just be like, "Oh, hey, tell a certain person," then like they could start a chain reaction. Because I don't think you're the person who would start the chain reaction. Because I feel like there's not a whole lot of people you just go out and say, "Oh yeah, this dude streams." I mean, I'm probably gonna. I think what I'm going to do though, because I was thinking about just doing computer programming in college, but I think I'm gonna do video editing. So I can be good at that, and also not have to worry about paying anybody. I guess it depends on if I have an editor at that point or not. Because if I don't, then I'll take film school, like video editing school, or uh, I'll just not do it. I guess if I do have an editor.
I'm gonna I'm gonna go to college for I'm gonna go to college, but I'm not gonna be a student. I'm just gonna be sleeping in the classes, and I'll be like the age that you would expect, so they would just think I'm a lazy student, but I don't even go there. I'm just like in there taking a nap.
So you're just basically a homeless person.
Yeah.
All right, cool. Yeah, I don't know
You
if
have to
there.
be a What?
What would have to be?
It would have to be a college with with a lot of students.
You'd say just blend in.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't know if there's like any colleges around though that do like video editing.
There might be. I don't know.
Like I think that might just be like a thing I have to be like, okay, internet, tell me how to do this. Which I feel like I just get real bored easily. Like I need to go to like an actual like physical location, so then I'm like more invested in like doing it. Because if I'm just watching a video, then I'll just like be super bored and just move on to something I'm like more interested in. So yeah, it's hard.
Mm-hmm.
I had something I was gonna say and I forgot what it was. Dang it! I think it's the second time. Honestly, probably third time, but I keep wanting to say something and then forgetting what it was. Like I know the context that was around it, but I just don't remember what the thing itself was.
I do that a lot. It's 9.
Yeah. We also started
That
a little late.
means it's time to go.
Alright. I guess this will be under an hour then. So,
What are you talking about? I don't know. What are you babbling about?
what?
Where is this?
Did you just... Oh, okay, he left now. Oh, shoot. I didn't even realize it was still in freaking Discord. Shoot, okay. Yeah, no, Aiden just left. So, that's it, I guess, then. That was under an hour. Cool. Yeah, how I was going to do it usually was to be like, oh yeah, we're going for at least an hour. Nope. Alright. So, I stream every Sundays at 1:30 EST. Which I usually play through the games. I might change that and just make them like more generic streams. Because I feel like I'm kind of running out of games. Like those days will be more of like, oh yeah, I'm playing through games. But I feel like thrown in there, yeah, they're gonna be just generic streams as well. Every other Wednesday, like today, podcast with Aiden. So, and then especially these next few months, I think I'll stream like a way more often whenever I feel like it. So I think that's YouTube, Twitter. Actually, YouTube is if you want to watch the VODs, is Iron Cold VODs. But Iron Cold Steve Austin probably is not going to have anything for a while. Because that's going to be like more edited content. I'm just going to say it now that I think what's going to be thrown on there is going to be like way different than the stuff that's on there already. Like I'm going to at least plan on that. I have it recorded stuff already, but I'm just saying like if I were to put stuff on there. Twitter, Uncle Steve Austin. And obviously Twitch is Uncle Steve Austin because you're here now. But I guess that's just for the people watching the VOD. Which also, I'm not sure, because I have over, like, almost... I have a lot of views on these Mario and Sonic VODs, and I'm not sure those are, like, bots, or... I feel like these are bots. I don't know. I would not be surprised if they were bots. Although, yeah, most of these are from suggested videos, so, like, I don't know. I have no clue. Actually, maybe it is people actually clicking on it. And hey, that's neat. If that's the case. That's really cool. But I'm not sure. I am kind of like hesitant on that stuff because of what happened with Twitch, and I basically just started when it was all happening, so that was cool. Yeah. I think that is everything though, maybe. So yeah, I guess that's a see you at the wait, shoot, hang on. At the furthest spot from now would be Sunday. But don't be surprised if I stream any earlier than that, like. So I guess see ya. That was the weirdest way of putting that, but I don't care.